All right, football with friends is fun as hell. Here live from Texas Beef Traders with Cody Carpentier. I'm Alex Dunlap, and so pumped to be here with you guys today on a big Thursday leading into the San Jose State game. Got a ton to get to tonight. We have, we have Darren, we have Thomas. They're out. They're tossing meat around and making sure that everybody stays happy here as far as the customers coming in. We have San Jose State to talk about, and we have keys to victory to talk about. We're going to get to all but first, let's thank our presenting sponsor, the Man Eye Institute. Make sure and check out the Man Eye Institute for all of your vision needs. If you're in Central Texas, whether it's LASIK, their next level LASIK, whether it is, what are other eye things?
LASIK, cataracts.
Cataracts is astigmatism an eye thing?
Stigmatism's an eye problem.
I'm sure that they can help you with that. That's not on in any of our sheets, but I'm sure that they can help with it. Whatever it is, Man Eye Institute, they are our presenting sponsor. Thanks so much for the Man Eye Institute for presenting here Football with Friends on Orange Buzz Live. So we're live tonight. So if you guys have questions in the chat, stick them in. It is, man.
Colby says, "Wait, are we live?"
Man. We're good to see you guys. We got Colby TS. We have Sailor Joe. It's good to see you guys. Cody, keys to victory versus San Jose State coming out. I mean, I feel like the Ohio State game has been pretty well litigated. If people have questions about it, you guys can ask. We have the deep dig pulled up. What do you think? So we were lucky enough to get some of the all 22 or. Did you get the offense and the defense?
Just the offense I watched. I didn't get to watch the defense. Unfortunately, my flight partners were a little bit sized, so I had trouble getting the laptop out on the plane. But got to watch the San Jose offense. I'll just say this: I think that my easy comparison, of course, we're talking about a team from the Mountain West, which a year ago it was Colorado State, right, in week 1. And Colorado State was kind of your perfect tune-up to go in to play that defending national champion in Michigan. They didn't really get that tune-up this year before they go play Ohio State. I think they wish they would have. I think it would have been nice to get a San Jose State at home the week before going to Ohio State. But you play with what cards are dealt to you. San Jose State last week struggled with Central Michigan. They had a kicker that missed 2 field goals. They lost 16-14. Their quarterback had 2 interceptions. Their offensive tackles combined for 9 pressures allowed. They got a talented receiver in Danny Scudero at 189 yards last week. But that 189
it's kind of the parallel to Torrey Horton last year.
Correct. But the thing is, and I kind of put this on Orange Bloods in our predictions, it's last year the pub that the quarterback, running back, receiver trio got from Colorado State coming into that game with Father Nicolosi and Horton. And I can't remember the running back's name at the moment right now, but that trio was far more talented than this trio coming from San Jose State this weekend. I think they shut them out. I think they beat them 48-0, and I think a key to victory to that is just playing Texas Longhorn football. And this defense is going to come ticked off because of the week that they just had. I think they're going to come hydrated. I think hydration is a big thing here. Hydration, attending practice. Showing up on Saturday in a good mood with electrolytes.
So your key to victory for Texas is just show up for the football game, and
you can say that,
and making sure that you're not going to have a stroke on the field because you're dehydrated.
I mean, sure.
We have Garrison in the chat asking, Colby TS asking. I keep hearing all 22. What is it? Well, we just talked about all 22 this week because luckily when I was doing the deep dig this week, I was able to get the all 22 footage for this week. And basically what that is that's just the coach's film. That's the film that you can use to where you get the wide angle and then you get the tight angle and you get to see each play twice. So you get to see the whole field once, and then for the next play, it gets honed in on the offensive line, the quarterback, the running backs, the tight ends, and it'll pan out to where the football goes. It just gives you a much better view of what you see than the broadcast angle. They call it all 22 because you can see all 22 players. That's the most important thing is you can see all 22 players on the field at the same time for every snap. And so It's a luxury that we will not have every week. I think probably last week it was just because it was so big. Texas, Ohio State, the people that we trade all 22 with were able to get us some super early, but that's what it means as far as the all 22 film. Not sure we'll get it for San Jose State, but apparently our guys got a San Jose State plug since we did get the San Jose State stuff up early. You mentioned the tackles, Cody, which is interesting to me. You said 9 total pressures allowed last week versus Central Michigan.
Yeah.
What does this mean for the Texas edge rushers?
Well, here's the thing also, like this quarterback, he does get the ball out pretty early. Like and the problem is I think he knows he needs to. The times he doesn't get the ball out on his first 3 steps, that's when the offensive line kind of collapses on him. So, and even that, the balls he gets out quick. He had one interception called back. He should have had 3 in the game. A lot of it is rushing. I think he knows he has to rush. That's the big problem. So yeah, making him hold on to the football on non-planned, quick 1-step, 3-step drop throws, planned screen passes that they had a lot of last week. That's the key, and that's going to be your avenue to all the edge rushers having good days.
Do you think that if you do think this is a 48-0 game, right? And I'm thinking I've not put in my predictions to Jason yet, and Jason is probably sitting at his computer right now just cursing my name because he's been asking all day, and we've just been so busy. Cody just gets into town this morning. Somebody was asking in chat about Cody. They were asking about if Cody if they're behind the times and if Cody lives in Austin now. And who was that? That was Lost Architect. So no, Cody does not live in Texas, but Cody does cover the Texas football program as a professional, as a full-time guy, and so he's got to come in every now and then, especially for these cool shows that we have at places like Texas Beef Traders. And
I wish I lived in Texas.
Well, sometimes you wonder, man, are you like on a day like this when it gets so hot? I think that we have a front coming through.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I've had a headache all day. I'm thinking maybe that's what it is. I'm a little overheated, and I haven't got my hydration right like Texas needs on Saturday.
Right. But so where was I going before they asked about that?
I don't know.
Have I had too many?
We were talking about getting after the quarterback and the pressures and edge room.
Oh, right.
48-0, your prediction.
So basically, I've been having to go pick up Cody from the airport. We had to go sight in rifles because Cody and I are going hunting tomorrow, like all this stuff. So I've not been able to get my predictions in to Jason so far. But I will say this. I wanted to send him one that was 49-0. I wanted to.
Copycat,
But no. Before you even told me anything. But then I got to thinking about it. I'm like, how long are Colin Simmons, Ethan Burke, how long are these guys going to, Anthony Hill, Trey Moore, how long are these guys going to even be in the football game?
First drive of the third quarter.
And so if that's the case, I think it's probably be a spot where Texas and how long. So let's just put it on record now. So starting defense studs, Hill, Colin Simmons, Taft, these guys, Derek Williams, who honestly, Derek Williams last week didn't really play much at all. I think they're still
in the fourth quarter.
They're still kind of nursing him along. So I was like Jelani McDonald, these kinds of players, Leonga Lafau.
Cole Brevard
Brevard. He didn't play as much as some of the
highest graded PFF defensive tackle in the country.
He was,
yeah, or maybe it's SEC, one of the two,
and the highest graded in the deep dig. PFF's not always so cockamamie.
Sometimes, most of the time.
The question becomes, it's like, all right, if they get the third string guys in there.
What, Justice Terry?
Ha! That's true.
I mean, that's where you're at. You're like, oh, the third stringers. But it's like, okay, so Justice Terry's playing. Is that really that bad against San Jose State? I like my chances.
All right. We have a super chat here. I don't even know what it says. Super chat, $5 from Lost Architect. Did you see Chase Daniels and JD PicKell's takes on Arch? Finally, people with some sense commenting on QB1 for Texas. Hook 'em. I did not.
I don't consume that stuff. I see Jordan Rogers do a little cigar and cowboy hat victory lap on Arch earlier. I turned it off. Yeah, I didn't see that. I mean, thank you for the super chat, Lost Architect.
I wish we could help, man,
Yeah.
but like really, I don't consume that much
Arch mania. It's just too much crap.
content, dude. I'll tell you this, man. I was listening to a podcast earlier today that's like completely different from sports, right? Like a news podcast, right? And they were commenting on some about the look. And when I almost don't want to say this because it would. We don't ever comment on
What they bring up?
social stuff or whatever, but they were talking about something in the news, and they were saying that, well, the mainstream media was about as accurate in reporting about this as Arch Manning. Wow. And I thought to myself, I was like, dude, this is a national podcast that I'm listening to that's talking about the news of the day, and they're talking about this kind of thing. So like the narratives out there around people, and I think it had to do with just, it was the first game of the first, it was the biggest game of the week. It was the first game to be played on the opening weekend, right? I honestly think, man, that, dude, if you do look at the coach's film, what you'll see is there were struggles at a lot of times whenever you see some of this stuff from March, wherever he just wasn't able to get the ball out to these wide receivers, where they just weren't creating separation. Now, it wasn't all the time. And this is not me saying that the Texas wide receivers can't create separation. I don't believe that. I'm not saying it. I think that the group of Ryan Wingo and Parker Livingstone and DeAndre Moore, I think that's a good group that you could, dude. I think that's a group that if that defense is operating at the right level, right? I think, and all other things being equal, that's a group of wide receivers that you can go and you can make a national championship run with those three. Like, it's obvious to me. You get the ball in Ryan Wingo's hands. We're talking about a 4.3 speed, low 4.3 speed. Parker Livingstone, low 4.4 speed. I don't know about DeAndre Moore, but I think probably low 4.4. Do you think DeAndre Moore's low 4.4? Like, these guys should be able to separate, man. And it's the fact that they were being bracketed over the top every single time. The times that they weren't, when they would bring Caleb Downs down into the box, man, Caleb, he's an awesome player.
Yeah. He was doing so much by himself that he just wasn't asked to do.
So I think with Arch, it was so unfortunate that during the times whenever the layup opportunities were given to him by the staff, that there were just things that kind of fell off a little bit with his mechanics, and he's going to look back at this game and he's going to be like, oh, what happened there? I think he comes out this week and just lights it up, dude. Just lights it up.
I think so too. We got a super chat from JR, $19.99. Thank you, JR. Click it. What are you doing?
I'm trying to.
Super chat. He says, how similar is the San Jose offense to the evil Sooners offense? Is their quarterback as mobile as Mateer? This could be both a cleanup game as well as a preparatory game. No, he's not as athletic as Mateer. He can move, but he's not like that. He's horrible moving to his left. I'm more interested in the running back. I think it's number 3, maybe. It's a single-digit guy. I think it's 3 or 8 or something like this. He's pretty good one-cut running back. They tend to give him some – he's had a couple draws, a couple stuff up the middle that opened up wide open for him. But this quarterback doesn't worry me at all. If you can eliminate the run game, which I think you can with Brevard and Watson and Canu, it's going to cause him to throw the football and hurry in that, and it's going to allow the playmakers like Manny Muhammad and McDonald and Taft on the outside when he has these quick throws. It's going to allow them to make a play.
And even after those guys are out of the game and they're playing catch up mode toward the end, like, are we getting to see the Josiah Sharmas of the world and these kinds of guys, and we'll get to see how they stand up against the run. I think that Sark said at his press conference on Monday that they're going to drop back and they're going to throw the ball. What do you say? 50 times? 40 times?
Yeah, they threw it 44 times this weekend.
Yeah, he said they're going to drop back and throw it 40 times, 50 times, which is just so interesting whenever you consider that their head coach, Ken Niamaletaleo.
Nope, missed it.
What is it?
Now you messed me up. It's like a Leto. Niamaleto.
You guys all know him, man.
Niamaleto.
He was the coach at Navy forever, right? So the coach that we're talking like triple option, total stuff, and now he's going complete run and shoot. Sark said today at his media availability that had a lot to do with just him trusting his coaches and the assistants that he's hired and stuff like that. And I'll be interested to see. It's like once hopefully from, if you're a Texas fan, the Texas kind of gets up, and once they get to a spot where they feel comfortable, where they can start really kind of pushing some depth out there to see how these guys are going. If they're going to get even these depth guys on their heels, if these depth guys are going to be able to get that internal push, right? That B gap push that we always talk about from the 3 technique. The guys like the Zena Yamuzelos, the Brad Spence.
I just want to see Brad Spence.
It's going to be a guy this week. Darren is.
Yeah, just 22 players had more than 20 snaps on defense against Ohio State.
That number is going to be 30 this week.
Yeah, so
has to be.
So Darren's saying 22 players, more than 20 snaps. That's a good stat. It's gonna be more than that, because I can think off the top of my head.
But said it's going to be at least 30 this week.
About other guys, especially with the DBs. I guess we will probably not. I guess not Wardell Mack this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what these 3 games are built for. Is just that, getting the depth of getting Lance Jackson up to 10 snaps, 15 snaps, getting Brad Spence up to 10, 15 snaps, and getting some of these other guys into the game. Period.
Oh, I give like Brad Spence, dude.
It's a whole second half.
I give him I say 25 snaps is probably where he's going to be at. If they're going to throw the ball 50 times, like Sark thinks, there's no
super
way.
Chat from Taylor Otterbein. Sorry.
Thank you guys so much for these super chats, dude. We really appreciate them.
$5 says, never heard anyone question Arch's arm strength, but rewatching the game, his throws looked like he was putting a lot of extra effort into them.
I can't tell you that I
think at a certain point you're just forcing, and that's what ended up happening. Is he didn't start out that way. If you watch the game progress, though, I do think that he turned into forcing a lot because of situations. He wasn't comfortable, I think, taking pressure from one side or the other, and he moved into a couple of sacks on the left side or potential sacks on the left side. Still got the ball out, but I think Brooks Austin, who we met at the SEC Media Days, I think he does great work on YouTube. The film guy did a breakdown on it, and he was showing the actual. Everyone looks at that one throw where it's like a sidearm sling, right? That like Pat Mahomes and Stafford do. But it's like if he completes that pass, everyone's looking at it from a different lens.
Oh,
and if you listen back,
and if you look at where Cole Hudson was on that, he was right in front of Arch, almost to where he kind of had to put it at that weird angle.
And if you go back and watch Brooks Austin's video, he kind of time after time shows some of the angles at which Arch's body was at for different reasons. And when your body's off kilter and you're not centered because you're rattled, your feet are moving quick and things of this nature, you lose that, you lose your baseline, which I think is something that he did do. He struggled with. Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy. It's nice to meet you. Let's see. So we have this one. So we have some last-minute fantasy questions here. Where do we have Devontae Smith versus George Pickens? Maybe I can just
right there.
So we have George Pickens
back to back.
We have them back to back. So I have Pickens as wide receiver 31. Cody has him as wide receiver 27. Trashman has him as wide receiver 34. Devontae Smith, I'm at 30. So I have Pickens one spot ahead of Devontae Smith. Cody has Pickens 10 spots ahead of Devontae Smith. Trashman has Devontae Smith 9 spots ahead of George Pickens.
So they're almost dead nuts.
As you guys know, or as you might not know, Trashman, who's our co-host at Roster Watch, is a giant Cowboys fan who's a giant George Pickens apologist. It makes me worry that he's so far beneath us. And we do know that coming into the night, this is the worst matchup for opposing wide receivers in all of fantasy football, facing the Philadelphia Eagles.
I like him. Smith's probably going to be fine, but I like Pickens. I think it's his first game.
I think I kind of think I would play Devontae Smith.
Coward.
Don't I have Devontae Smith ranked ahead?
No.
by one spot.
No, you Pickens one spot ahead.
So I need to update it. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna have
I just got
Devontae Smith
outvoted,
over.
then, I guess.
I'm gonna have Devontae Smith over Pickens. If Trashman doesn't want to play Pickens, yeah, I'm gonna be worried about.
By the way, I saw this up here earlier from Money B. He says, I have to get out to a live show at Texas Beef Traders. Just a reminder, this is our first live show of the year. We're going to be out here 4 times planned. Maybe we'll add another one in here, but for this weekend for the San Jose State game, we're obviously here right now. We'll be out here for Sam Houston in a couple of weeks on Friday. Vanderbilt, October 30th, will be here in town for Texas Beef Traders. And then November 20th for the Arkansas game. We are planned to be here eating meat, drinking beers, and having a damn good show at Texas Beef Traders.
And as you can see behind us, Texas Beef Traders well stocked up on the alpha seasoning. It's going like crazy around here. It's the first store of many, but the first store of many that has stocked the alpha seasoning. So if you don't want to go to alphaseasoning.com and buy it there and pay the shipping, you can always come out to Texas Beef Traders right here. Loman's Crossing, 620, right in the heart of Lakeway. You always get 10% off if you tell them you heard about them here on Orange Bloods. I'm looking at
Quail eggs? Well, them things,
it's not just.
I think I'm going to get some quail eggs, a little boneless ribeye action, some marrow butter.
Well, the best thing about
throw
Texas
in
Beef
some
Traders
sausages.
is I'll be in here during the day drinking a beer on a Saturday with Darren, and there'll be a guy that walks in with like a box full of hummus. And Darren will be like, he'll give him his money. He'll go put it in the shelf. And I'll be like, what's up with this hummus? And he's like, dude, like I found this dude. And it's like, it's his dad's recipe. And he makes it out in Cuernavaca. And it just has 4 ingredients. And it's delicious. Here, taste it. You taste it. You're like, Darren goes through and makes sure that everything that comes through here is special. Everything that comes through here is special. So make sure to come out to Texas Beef Traders. Come meet Darren. Come hang out. We certainly appreciate them so very much. And Money B, we know Fridays are better. I see your chat here, but we had to do it on Thursday this week because Cody and I tomorrow night are going to be sitting in the ground blind and hoping for a big Axis buck to walk by.
Trying to stock our freezers up.
Stock up the freezers because it can't be Texas Beef Traders every night. We got to have some of this ground deer meat as well. All right.
You got a score?
Yeah, I'm going 49-14.
14?
Yeah. Dude, I'm not talking about the Texas defense that we saw versus Ohio State giving up 14 to
San Jose State's going to score the same amount of points that Ohio State did.
I think
Texas.
I just think they might give up 14 points to if they're throwing it that much and they get these freshman DBs out there and it at the very end of the game, maybe I won't go 14. I haven't put in my prediction. 49-7. 49-7. I think they're going to score. Would it be awesome if they shut them out? Yeah, man.
I think if this was a Final Takes Friday, you'd be getting shut out right now.
Why?
49-14.
49-7. 49-7. Hey, also, we want to thank our great sponsors at Poncho Outdoors, man. want to let you guys know that Cody and I both rocking poncho here tonight. These are great shirts. We love them. They're wonderful sponsors of ours, and they just let us know today that their new South Zone camo that sold out within like 24 hours. Last time they dropped it, it's back up and available right now. But if you want to get it, it's a super sick pattern, and it's probably going to be gone within
by the end of the weekend.
So if you guys want to get in on that, make sure to go Poncho Outdoors. Soon we are going to have a discount code for you guys to Poncho Outdoors, and we're super excited about that. But it won't be in time to get the South Zone camo. So make sure and go check that out. Cody, any final words for the people here from Texas Beef Traders?
Well, we'll have a final takes for you tomorrow. Make sure you tune into the channel, click that like button, click subscribe. Come down to Texas Beef Traders, whether it's tomorrow night, whether it's in a week or two when we're here again. Come hang out, come get a beer, come get some steaks, do all the damn things. Get some alpha seasoning. And most importantly, hydrate for the weekend, because the Texas Longhorns need to hydrate and show up to give San Jose what they got coming.
We hydrate, and then we wait.